is home for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in this community for 4 years now. You know, I want to continue to be here, so I've always just been curious about different parts, and it's like, you're from this area, right? Never heard you say anything about it, never heard you rep it, like...
What?
Man, don't edit that out either.
I rep Oakland harder than anybody.
No, I didn't say Oakland.
Oh,
I said where you from.
Where I'm from?
Yeah.
I'm from Sobrante Park.
Warriors forward Harrison Barnes loves everything about the city of Oakland. He's fell in love with his 4 years living here. I mean, it means something to be from here, to live here, to grow up here. It's a city that breeds toughness, a city that breeds grittiness.
Here's Barnes on the drive, throwing it down with authority.
Something that resonates, that same feeling, that same energy as Warriors columnist Marcus Thompson. So he and Harrison Barnes hooked up. We're gonna take him on a little voyage through this little city that we call the town.
As a media person, right, you guys have free license to just, you guys dive in everything, right? Our games, our lives, whatever. The reverse is never true, right? Like, we never get to hear your guys' story. We never get to see your guys' life. Like, it's interesting, like, you living in Oakland, like, wow, you know, I never really know Marcus' story. Like, I don't want that bio, something you just put in, you know what I'm saying? all that weak stuff. Why does it have to be, you know what I'm saying, a media guy gets in trouble, something tragic happens in their family for you to get to know some of these media, you know what I'm saying, some of these media guys' personal stories, you know what I'm saying? Like Craig Sager, you know, everyone knows his story, but like, you know, before he got sick, like, how many people really knew him?
They changed it to international, but if you from Oakland, you know it as E14 or East 14th.
It's funny, so when I first got here, they was, you know, trying to give me a little lay of the land, and like, yeah, you know, international, stay off international, man, super dangerous, just in the third. You know, pretty much like, don't go out anywhere in Oakland, like, except when you go into the facility or whatever. And I was like, man, that's crazy. Like, I can't imagine like it's that dangerous, you know, outside of the facility, a couple of food spots, and getting on the highway to go to the arena. A lot of times, the reputation gets put out there that Oakland's dangerous, Oakland's this, Oakland's that. Like, you shouldn't go there, you shouldn't visit, you shouldn't do that, this and the third. And I just feel like that's not always true. To say that like you can't come down here and get something to eat, you can't go down here and do this and the third, like that's a stretch. Like, it's not, you can't just cast out this whole place because of, you know, something that's happened in the past, or, you know, there used to be gangs here, there used to be, you know, a rough neighborhood. Like, places change, people change. Like, and although there may have been some bad things that happened here, there's also still good people here.
I mean, it would make sense that Barnes had a connection to the struggle, the stigma required to getting out of something, overcoming a situation, overcoming the circumstances. I mean, if we just look back at Harrison Barnes' life, raised by a single mother, worked hard to take care of him and his sister. I mean, it was one point in their life where they even recycled cans and bottles from Iowa State basketball games to help fund his travels. Him going city to city, AAU to play basketball, to him playing in North Carolina. Man, talk about overcoming the struggle. Now I see why he likes the city so much.
So this park right here, right? This was the hoop court. This was like the big dope spot, right? Like, this is where all. So when you come in,
This is a story when you got beat up.
No, I didn't get beat up.
The story where you was like, yo, I'm gonna go hoop.
Yeah, I didn't get. There was no fight at all.
Okay. I'm not that you got beat up, but they kind of roughed you up and was like, nah,
He
get
was
up out
like
of here.
lifting me up on this tree, and was like, if I ever catch you up here again, I'm gonna kill you. You ain't gotta
You
worry
was gonna
about
play for
your
the
daddy.
Warriors, and then this was the day that your dream stopped. Like, when he took you up on that tree, that's when your dream stopped.
That's when my dream stopped. But look, check this out though. So I remember actually leaving, right? But I was hecka tough. Right when I got over there. This is where dope fiends, grinding dudes, this is where they all hung out at right here. But that was like real ball. You know what I'm saying? If you could play there, because ain't no fouls, none of that stuff. It's blood, and you foul the wrong dudes, you might get you might get whooped up. One of my homies used to stay right here, he had the pull-out hoop court. Right here on outside court, and that's the grind spot. I'm hooping, right? I'm out here giving dudes buckets. Okay, maybe I was.
This is before or after the park incident?
Oh no, this is before. Next thing you know, pop, 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 and I'm kind of like don't know what's going on, and then I hear, like right here. I promise you, I'll never forget that sound. Right here, and I turn around and some car is speeding off. Some white dudes coming to buy drugs, and they just busting at the car trying to rob me. We out here hooping, and they shooting as the car's coming this way. So pop, pop, pop. I walked home. I'll never forget that day. That sound, dude, it had to be a centimeter from me.
So it seemed like all your stories, they always center around you was hooping, you was playing football, you was doing some type of sport. Like that was kind of unifying.
Yep. That was it.
Way no matter what you did.
It was sports or grinding. It was like sports or selling rocks. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Every inner city around the world has complications, has problems. But only somebody that's unaffiliated would be stupid enough to even think that that's all that's here. I mean, when you come to this city is full of talent, energy, culture. So much stuff, man. It's beautiful. I mean, take me for instance. Just a kid of the city, the native son. I make music that resonates that feeling. I bring that vibe. Welcome to our city.
This area over here is called Stonehurst Community, right? It's like Stonehurst Elementary School, but back in the day it was like a rival area. We used to call it Stone City. So if they knew you was from Sobrante, you was getting jumped. Like that's the way it is. If they catch you in their neighborhood, you get jumped. So I would walk from my neighborhood to like hang out with my wife to be, right? She was my girlfriend at the time. But like that's how crazy it was. It was like every time I went to see her, I was risking getting like.
So you're risking it all every single time?
Every single. I don't think she understood it either. Like you just don't go over here. The only thing that saved me is like I was like a school kid. Like nobody knew me on the block. Like the people in Sobrante knew me, but nobody knew me over here. So this was my house, dude. So somebody moved in and fixed it up. So if this is like a 80, when we lived there it was like a 2. We were living. It was 3 families in this one house, so we were 15 deep.
So the reason you're so angry when you be writing your articles because of your childhood?
I'm not angry at all.
Angry person.
Not angry at all.
You write it like an angry person.
Nah, I don't get anger from this. I get like thankfulness. You know what I'm saying? I get happy.
He grew up in one of the roughest houses around. How he made it out of there and did what he did. He told me when he was in his teens, he was gonna be a journalist. And I'm like, dude, whatever. You know, like whatever, hit this blunt. Basically, he wouldn't know. He never got down with us. We all did everything, you know, but him and his sister made it. I mean, made it for real.
I'm from Ames, Iowa. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I play in the NBA, but like, I didn't grow up here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you grew up here, so like, if you're talking to a kid about like, look, I was from a family of 15. Like, you know what I'm saying? I went to college. Like I have a job, I have a house, I have a family. Like, as opposed to like me over there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, stay in school, whatever. Like, you have a much more impactful story, a much more real story compared to their lives, as opposed to me, who's from out of town. Like, a lot of people always think like, look, you know, if I had the platform of NBA players, I would do this. Or the platform of somebody who kids want to be, I would do this. But at the end of the day, I look back at the people that were most influential in my life, and it wasn't Kobe Bryant, it wasn't Michael Jordan, it wasn't Muhammad Ali, it was regular people who do like regular jobs in Ames, Iowa, like who had impacts on
That's so true.
Like my hero was Secretary of the Department of Music, my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't this amazing athlete, but like I learned so much from her. So that's why I say like they shouldn't always have to be, well, you know, my job's not sexy. Well, this and the third, because like a lot of times like some of these kids, they don't even want sexy lives. They just want
regular
life. Like
that's what I wanted, normal.
You see here, everybody matters here. Billionaires, millionaires, impoverished, wealthy, knuckleheads, athletes, rappers, the homeless man. Nobody bigger than each other. It's no big me's, little you's in this city, baby. It's the itty bitty city by the water, Oakland, California, where if you could make it here, you can make it anywhere. And once you make it here, you come back and you help somebody else make it.